sure you heard from my brother. We're having our wedding next month. Of course you'll be there, right, Lily? Of course, Bella. I'm looking forward to it. You know, the ceremony is at a super expensive place and my dress is the most beautiful. That's amazing. Where are you having the ceremony? It's at one of the top luxury hotels in the country. The reception dinner is a full-course meal prepared by a top chef. Wow, that's wonderful. I've never met your husband, so I'm looking forward to seeing what he's like. Yeah, I know, right? He's a handsome guy who graduated from a prestigious university and works for a famous company. Oh, really? He's so different from my brother. What do you mean? Well, you know my brother was laid off recently, right? So now he's working at a low-paying job and having a miserable life saving money every day, right? On the other hand, my guy is in a secure job with no risk of being laid off. Well, yes, but Bella, aren't you exaggerating a bit? I'm just telling the truth. I'm sure you will be surprised to see my wedding. You might be giddy at how gorgeous it is. I'll be prepared to be surprised. Lily, I hope you can escape from your life of poverty for a moment and enjoy our gorgeous wedding. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Hey, Lily, I saw you. Huh, Bella? What's up? I saw you buying a half-priced sandwich. I knew my brother and his wife were poor, but I didn't think it was that bad. What? Yesterday, I went to the supermarket in town with my boyfriend. I happened to see you guys. I was horrified. The shopping cart was full of half-price sandwiches and pizzas, and you were smiling. What? You saw us? Why didn't you say anything? I wanted to meet your boyfriend. Huh? I wouldn't talk to anybody with a cart full of half-price items, would I? There's absolutely no way I'm going to introduce my precious boyfriend to people like that. Embarrassing is so... Lily, you were obviously coming home from work. So you work late and you can only afford to buy half-price stuff? How poor are you? It's so terrible, I can't help but laugh. Excuse me? I'm sorry. Lily, you didn't become poor because you wanted to be poor, right? I'm sorry my brother is an idiot. He was laid off for no reason, but in a way, it's good he changed jobs. No, he doesn't make as much money as he did. Because of that, you have to work late at night. And I'm so sorry that you have to live a miserable half-price life to save money. That's not true. I'm quite enjoying my life right now. Enjoying? What a bunch of lies. It's true that I've been working a lot of overtime lately. I love my job, so it's not hard at all to work long hours. Adam being laid off was due to company problems and had nothing to do with his performance. Even though his salary has decreased, he seems to be able to do the work he wants to do better than he did at his old company. He even says he's glad he changed jobs. He's putting up such a front, it's hilarious. You must be so frustrated to be seen in such an embarrassing situation. Lily, you don't have to go out of your way, okay? I don't want to live like this. I'm unhappy because of my husband. It's okay to scream and cry. No, I don't think I'm unhappy. Looking at you, I realize how blessed I am. My fiancé is a first-class university graduate and a member of an elite company. I'm in the winner's circle for being able to marry such a handsome man. I'm sure I'll never have to buy half-priced food. What's wrong with half-priced stuff? The store doesn't have to waste food. And the half price doesn't mean the taste is any less good. I think it's a good thing. You poor thing. You're the bottom of the barrel. Huh? Eating half-priced sandwiches and being happy about it? happy about it, in my opinion, is the bottom of the barrel. If you keep eating cheap food, then you'll be cheap inside. I've made up my mind. You can't come to my wedding. What? The other day you said you wanted me to attend your wedding. So I changed my mind. I don't want to be celebrated by poor people. Your aura of poverty would spread to everyone. I don't want you to screw up my wedding. Aura of poverty. To be honest, I'd rather my brother didn't attend either. But it's hard to make your relatives miss a wedding, isn't it? But his wife is not family. So it doesn't matter if you don't come to the wedding. Oh my God. So I don't want poor people at my wedding. Don't even think about coming. You need to work hard. You're going to regret your words. What? No, it's nothing. Then I guess I'll have to sit this one out. Adam, is this a good time?
Lily, sure, but you're still at work, right?
Yes, but I just got a text from Bella. She told me not to come to the wedding.
What do you mean?
She said that poor couples shouldn't come because it's embarrassing.
Poor couple? How is it we are a poor couple?
She said she saw us on our way home from the supermarket. She said our shopping cart was full of half-priced sandwiches and stuff.
I see, so she thinks we're poor.
I guess so.
What the hell? She invited us to the wedding just the other day. But, well, if she's going to be like that, we'll just have to sit this one out. I don't think I want to go anyway.
But she said it'd be fine if I just don't go. You're the bride's brother, so she has no choice but to invite you.
No choice?
The bride and groom are the stars of the wedding. If the star says don't come, then there's no choice but to stay home. God, I feel really bad. I'm sorry.
No, I'm the one who should apologize. It's my fault you're getting put through all this.
It's not your fault. She just happened to see me.
My hobby is half-price hunting. You were just hanging out with me while I was enjoying my hobby.
It's unusual for a man to like half-price supermarkets, isn't it? But it's okay, because I enjoy it a lot too, haha. I get excited when I see the half-price stickers at the store.
And the time of day is just right too. When I pick you up on days you work overtime, the closest supermarket is just starting to put on the half-price stickers.
We hit the jackpot with the last place. That $40 prime rib beef was less than half price at $15. That was the best grilled steak I've ever had after coming home tired.
Yeah, that really was good.
Well then, let's go out looking for half-price items again today. Actually, I'm going to work overtime again today.
What?
The new guy made a big mistake at work again. But as usual, it's a boss's job to clean up their subordinate's mess.
Again, it's a new guy from hell.
I heard he graduated from a top university, so I had high expectations for him. I didn't expect him to be such a pain in the neck. He didn't even thank me for working on my day off.
Oh, the one from last month? That was the reason you missed the meeting with Bella and the family.
That's right. I wanted to meet Bella's fiancé too. That new guy, he totally forgot he was supposed to be at work on Sunday and cancelled his shift. It was an emergency and I had to leave, and it was a big pain in the neck.
The look on your face when you came home from work that night scared the hell out of me.
And what's more, today when I came to work in the morning, he suddenly said, "Please come to my wedding next month." It was the same day as Bella's wedding. So I was thinking of turning it down, but I'm not going to Bella's wedding. I might as well go to his wedding.
It was the same day? Well, then you might as well go and enjoy yourself. You're his supervisor after all.
That's true. Then we'll go to our respective weddings on the same day. Well, I better get back to work.
Oh, call me when you get out of the office. I'll pick you up as usual and then we'll go half-price shopping again.
Got it. Lily. Why are you at the wedding? I told you not to come to the wedding, Lily. Bella. Hurry up and go home, you poor person. I told you only my brother should come. Don't come to my wedding when you aren't invited. I didn't really intend to come to your wedding. I didn't think this would happen either. Huh? Don't talk nonsense. You came here on your own and now you say it wasn't on purpose? Don't make up some lame excuse. Just tell me you came here for the food. Huh? Well, I understand why you would want to come. You usually only have simple foods. You really wanted to try a full-course meal from a top chef, didn't you? No, I didn't. I sometimes eat full-course meals from top chefs. You're lying. You're a poor girl who eats half-price lunches every day. You don't have the money to go out for a lavish feast on your own. That's why you came to our wedding. I told you that's not true. And stop calling us poor. What's wrong with calling poor people poor? Stop complaining and go home. No matter how much you try to stay, there's no room for you. Are you kidding me? Of course not. I've told you before that the presence of poor people will ruin the atmosphere. The aura of a poor person will destroy this gorgeous ceremony. Poor beggars should go home and eat half-priced sandwiches. Did you just call me a poor beggar? Poor thing, you were looking for a luxurious meal. Too bad. Ask my brother to show you some pictures later. You can imagine what it tastes like with your eyes. Well then, goodbye. So you really don't mind if I go home, do you? I've been telling you to go home for a while now. We can't start the wedding with you here. Okay, I'll leave now. But don't forget what you said before. Huh? You're kicking me out, so I'm leaving. Don't even think about asking me to come back later, because it's not going to happen. Who's going to say that? I'll never say that, so don't worry. Go home. Lily, where are you now? I'm in a cab. Please, come back now. Excuse me? What are you talking about? You just kicked me out a minute ago. It's not that. I didn't know you were the groom's boss. Lily, I heard you're the head of the department Mike's in. I had no idea. I didn't hear anything either, so I was surprised. And before I could ask you what was going on, you kicked me out. Well, thinking back, I didn't even attend the meeting with the groom's family. No wonder I didn't know the groom. Well, the reason for my absence was also because of the groom. What do you mean? Originally, he was supposed to work on Sunday, the day of the meeting, but he forgot all about it. I had to go work on short notice instead. You didn't show up for the meeting because of Mike? I don't really care about the past. Anyway, I'm just gonna go home. I'm already in a cab and I'm definitely not going back to the ceremony. Huh? Why won't you come back? You're invited as the groom's boss. We have a seat for you, so just please hurry and come back. That's not going to happen. I'm pretty sure I already told you that. What? That's why I won't go back. You said yourself you wouldn't ask me to come back. Let's be responsible for our words. But I didn't think you were Mike's boss. I mean, why are you his boss? You work for the same big company as Mike, right? Yes, I've been with the company for 8 years. I changed jobs right after Adam and I got married. You've been working there for that long? That's right. And for 8 years, I've been steadily getting results and getting promoted. I'm now the head of my department. Including Mike, the groom, I have nearly 60 people working under me. Ah, I can't believe it. It's not so great to have a job title though. After all, when I go home, I eat half-price lunches and prepared foods, right? That's why my sister-in-law calls me poor. Oh no. Your wedding would be better off without such a shabby manager. Well then, I guess I'll just have to miss the wedding as it is. Wait a minute. What about the speech? Huh? I wasn't asked to give a speech. You're lying. Mike must have asked you to make a speech. It's only natural for the boss to give a speech at their subordinate's wedding. It's true that it's standard, but I wasn't asked to make any speech, was I? What? That new guy, Mike, just doesn't have any common sense. He probably just took it for granted, since I was his boss. I was sure that he asked you. He is a real pain in the neck. Hey, Lily, at least give us a speech. There's no one else I can ask. Well, if you put it that way, I guess I have no choice, but I'm not going back there. I'll draft a speech and send it to you. I'll just have the ceremony staff read it for me, and that'll be fine, right? Well, that'll work somehow. Hey, what the hell is this speech? What do you think? I wrote it in a hurry, but it was pretty good, wasn't it? It's not good at all. Don't be silly. What? Did I do something wrong? This is horrible. You've embarrassed me so much. How dare you write a speech that makes fun of the groom like that? A speech from a boss is supposed to make the subordinate, the groom, look good. And yet, what was that speech about? All you could talk about was how useless he was. I tried to think of something to praise him about, but I just couldn't come up with anything. So I just told it how it was. How it was? He claims to be a first-class university graduate, but he has no work skills at all. He never apologizes when he makes a mistake and puts the blame on his boss. A clumsy subordinate who cancels work and makes his boss work. Everything in that speech is true. Oh no. Mike is supposed to be an elite employee with a first-class university degree, right? He's always telling me. He says he's expected to do great things by the company. What? He said he gets thrown all kinds of work every day. That's because he's good, right? Because he's good at what he does, right? No, because he's so inept that he doesn't know what kind of work to do. What? I've given him all kinds of jobs, that's for sure. Because I still don't know what kind of work I can entrust him with. I'm sure that no matter how inept you are, you're good at least one thing. I've tried to give him a variety of jobs, from chores and simple tasks to more difficult ones. But no matter what I tried, he just wouldn't do it. He didn't even know how to use the copier. When I asked him to make a copy of a document, he just stood there with a blank stare on his face. In the end, all I could do is laugh. He can't even make a copy? That's right. I thought maybe he wasn't good with machines. I asked him to staple my meeting materials for me. He did such a bad job, I couldn't even flip through. But he told me just yesterday he was called by the HR department to have an important meeting next week. I'm sure he'll get a promotion in recognition of the work he's been doing. I wouldn't get my hopes up. He's going to get a promotion, right? The opposite. What? I hate to ask, but could you tell Mike for me about this later? The meeting is about a transfer to a branch office out in the boondocks. Huh? Why would he get transferred to a place like that? Of course, it's because he's incompetent and can't do his job. It's a matter of course that they would want to have somebody more competent at the head office. Oh no, I was planning to be a housewife after marrying him. I just submitted my resignation at work the other day. Well, if you're quitting your job, you're just in time. It's better for you to be together than newlyweds living separately. Why don't you just go with him to the countryside? No way! It was hard to write a speech for such a clunker of a subordinate. But I did a pretty good job of keeping it all together, didn't I? I'm sure even this clunker will be happy with this bride. Because the bride is a clunker of the same level. Are you kidding me? Our wedding was ruined because of you. Everyone found out that the groom is an idiot. And they also realized I'm an even bigger idiot for not recognizing the groom's boss. It was mentioned in the speech that I called you poor and kicked you out of the venue. So my parents and relatives were furious with me. The atmosphere at the venue was ruined, and it was the worst wedding ever.
Don't complain to me about it. I just wrote the speech as I was told. I did my best to write my speech well.
I'm telling you, Mike, the groom, is even angrier than I am. He said he was embarrassed because of you. He went on a rampage at the ceremony. He overturned the tables and broke all the equipment at the ceremony. What are you going to do to pay for it?
Wow, is he the type to hit things when he's angry? Sounds like you're gonna have fun being married to him.
I really don't know what to do. I'm never going to be able to move to the country. I married him thinking he was an elite winner. If I had known he was like this, I never would have married him.
Well, you two should talk about this. Anyway, I'll leave you now.
Lily, we've got a problem. Please pick up the phone.
Bella, I'm at work. If it's not urgent, can we talk later?
Mike quit his job.
Oh, about that.
Oh, Lily, you know about that?
That's because I'm his boss.
Oh, yeah.
He called me and said I'm quitting the company at this very moment, and then he just hung up on me. This kind of new hire is unheard of.
He said there's no way he's being transferred to the countryside. He didn't even talk to me about it, and he hasn't found his next job yet. What am I really going to do now? I've already submitted my resignation to my workplace. It's not funny for a newlywed couple to be unemployed.
Then you'll be fine. You can save money by buying half-price sandwiches and stuff. I'm sure you can survive until you find a job.
Eh?
Oh, sorry. You're not going to buy anything with a half-price sticker for as long as you live, are you? Then this money-saving thing won't work.
Well, that's...
If you can't get a half-price sticker item, why don't you go to the nearby river and catch some fish? I'm sure fresh fish tastes good. It's cheaper than the half-price sticker and it's free.
I can't. I don't like fish and neither does Mike.
Then why don't you just eat the weeds that grow in the park?
Of course I'm not going to do that. Hey, can you lend me some money, please? You're a big shot in a big company. Lily, you seem to make quite a bit of money, don't you?
Well, about $300,000.
That much? Then you must have plenty of money, right? You can help out your brother and his wife, right?
Yes, I have enough money saved up, but I don't think I can help you guys.
Why not? Aren't we family?
Don't act like we're family now. I don't even like you.
Oh, come on now.
You're aware that you've been doing things to make me hate you, right?
That's,
You called me poor and made fun of me. You even kicked me out of the wedding hall. I wouldn't lend the money I worked so hard for to someone like that. So I wish you both the best of luck in the future. I'm looking forward to seeing what a winning life looks like. After that, Bella continued to persistently text me and ask me for money. I blocked her because I was getting depressed. Then she started crying to her brother, Adam. He declared that he would never see her again. Next, they went to both sets of parents' homes, but due to my speech, the parents became disillusioned with Bella and her husband. In the end, they were abandoned by the whole family. Rumor has it that they are now living in a shabby apartment with very cheap rent. Mike is desperately looking for a new job. But no matter how many companies he applies to, he is always rejected at interviews, and he is still unemployed. He thinks he's an elite, but it seems he seems kind of desperate. No matter how impressive his academic background is, The interviewers must have seen his incompetence. By the way, I recently saw Bella at the supermarket putting half-price prepared food in her basket. I didn't say anything to her.